The Tank and G Show. Yeah, you know what to do. We talk about sports, and today we try to answer your questions. Let's go. Well, last week we took a little break, but today we're back with another episode of the Tank and G Show. It's your boy Gio.
It's your boy Tanky. What it do?
What it do? And today we're gonna answer. We got a couple questions that we got sent to us through our IGs. We'll answer them. There's a couple good ones. And then we'll get right into free agency with the Niners because that's what's been going on these past 2 days. I've just been, honestly, on Twitter, I've just been
Yeah.
waiting for my news, refreshing, and then we'll get into some. I know Alberto's been waiting for this one, that PSG Messi talk.
That one
Get
was
into that. We'll get into that. We'll get into the. We can talk about the two big guys, Messi and Ronaldo, getting bounced, and what we think. Was it their fault? Was it the team's fault? And we'll go from there. But as always, Jaime, how's your week been? How's everything?
well since I didn't see you last week. Everything's been good, bro. Just been working out, feeling good.
Nice.
Fucking I've how I've been like hitting the gym like every day. But besides that, I added on every Wednesdays. I go with my boy up to the mountains up in by 280 on San Antonio Ranch. We run that thing, and
Morning
damn,
or at night?
during the day, like at 4:30.
Also, you right now, you fresh.
Yeah, fucking. I feel so good because when I'm playing, bro, my speed and my stamina has just gotten so much better, and I'm just like, holy shit, like this was missing out.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
yeah, what about you, man? Everything's good.
Everything is good, dude. I've been feeling better. I've been working out a little bit more. Trying not. It's been hard, but trying not to eat bad. But
Yeah, it's the hardest thing, but
yeah,
it's all mental. Once you say, all right, I'm gonna eliminate. I think the hardest thing to eliminate is sugars, for me. Like everything has sugars, like
yeah,
chocolate. I mean ice cream,
no.
soda, etc., etc. But once you eliminate all the sugars and you just drink water, like it gets easy.
Oh yeah, I've been drinking more and more water. Like I'll try to drink maybe a gallon a day. But the sugar, dude, that's the thing I always like. I mean, I haven't been eating as much sugar as I usually do, but it's hard.
It is hard. It is hard,
And
but
what I've always said, it honestly, it's harder for me not to drink. But when it comes to giving up sugar, that's just hard.
yeah,
That's just hard. But now I've been feeling better. Definitely going to therapy, that's been helping me out, and that's been making me reflect more and notice my feelings more. That it makes me kind of like center myself. If I'm feeling overwhelmed, anxious, I'll take a step back and I'm like, all right, I'm feeling this way. It's cool. I feel it every day, and then it kind of like goes away.
yeah,
So,
that's good. Happy to
so
hear
that,
that.
yeah. So it's been good. Like these past, like, yeah, 2 weeks, I've been feeling a little definitely better. But anyways, let's go. Let's start off straight with the questions. Like I was telling Jaime at the beginning, we got some interesting ones.
Damn.
Uh, so what should we? I think, yeah, we'll say the people that send the question. Just to
Yeah.
put them on, not to put them on
On
blast,
blast.
but the first one right away when I posted the first day, it's our boy Alexi's Vibes. It's been a long overdue. We definitely got to get him in an episode. I know everyone's been asking for Vibes episode,
I know.
which, well, mostly him, but he says, why y'all hella cute?
Damn.
Start off, Jaime. Start off.
Which
Why you think you hella cute?
it goes back to 19. Nah, just playing. I don't know, bro. I mean, I think to me it just goes back to my smile. I mean, I did get best smile back in high school, so I still hold on to that title. What about you, bro?
Why am I? I think it's just the luscious curls. I think that beard. I mean, a lot of people would love to have this beard, and something about my smile, it just lights up the room. And at the end of the day, both of us, we got to thank our parents and God for making us this way, how we are.
Yeah, that's 100%.
And I mean, and that's just the physical part of us. I mean, our inner part, that's something that it makes us even like. Sometimes I'm like, I'm surprised I haven't been voted, the what's that word? The GQ Man of the Year.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for that one.
Shit, I put my bid for you.
Nah, but thank you, Alexis. I mean, we appreciate the
The
hyping
love.
us up like that. Our second question comes from Irvin and Swervin.
Damn, it's swerving.
Swervin. He asking us, when are y'all bringing more guests on? Um, yeah, I mean, we're always me and Jaime talk about who we think. But yeah, definitely. I mean, if you guys want somebody, someone we don't know, and you're like, hey, I think this guy will be interesting, or this girl,
Yeah.
whatever, let us know. But we definitely got some people we thinking about, and it's just
It's just
as
about scheduling and seeing if they're free or not. Because
we,
usually, I mean, Wednesday is the day that works for us. So if it works for them, then we could do it.
but if it's through Zoom, obviously it makes it easier.
Yeah.
But definitely, I mean, yeah, I mean, maybe if he's mentioning like when are we gonna have more guests live, you know, soon, hopefully,
Yeah.
we could set that up too. Those I feel always people like watching those,
Yeah.
the in person ones. But yeah, Swervin, I mean, let us know. I mean, if you want to be on, you got interesting takes, whatever, hit our DMs. They're open. The next one, I mean, a lot of people. He's one of my boys. People that watch the podcast, they may know him. I don't think Jaime you know him, but it's my boy Vic. I don't think you know
No.
him. Vic, he uh he looks like Tony, and he's also a Tony. So you know
Oh,
what
is
that.
that the guy that I think you put him on Snap one time and it was him and Tony? They came like,
Yeah, they were
oh,
like
okay.
trying to kiss each other because
Yeah.
they're both rats. But he asked, I'll quote him, and you guys, follow him. Spicy Lemon Tacos 21. Hit him up. We don't condone this language, but why are you a little bitch? Uh,
I know. I
I,
mean, I know that I don't know him, so I know it's not for me.
I don't know. Unless it was to you, I mean,
Damn.
and then he doesn't know about Jaime.
Damn.
Uh,
I'll
but
find you.
no, I'll answer it to the best of my abilities. I mean, obviously, he's probably a immature person, and he wants to put someone else down to make himself feel better. That's okay. Hey, everyone has their things going on. I wish the best for you, and God is blessing you, and I have no ill things to say to you. And you know, thank you for your comment. We appreciate it, and it's gonna make me grow. To take this as a take this negativity and now make it into a positive. So I'm blessing you. Thank you.
Based off of that, Don Vic actually sent a a question, and he asked, "How do y'all deal with negative people?"
Mm. Yeah, Jaime, how do you deal with that? I mean, throughout your years.
Oh man, like I think to me, um, I would just I've always tried to focus on myself,
Mhm.
set goals for myself, and I mean, negative people are always going to be there and always trying to bring you down.
Mhm.
Um, but I always tell myself, hey, like at the end of the day, they're just hating because they ain't you.
Mhm.
So um,
Yeah,
they wish they'd want to be in your position and they're not, and they have something to say, but they're only trying to bring you down. So
right.
for me, I just put the negative comments to the side and just keep pushing, and I just try to set the bar higher for myself and my friends and whoever is around me.
Right. No, and then go back to the previous question. He's my friend.
Yeah,
I'm sure he doesn't mean it. He's playing around. But if we talking about like, yeah, like someone that's being serious, what you said, Jaime. I mean, I'm sure we've all dealt with it throughout our lives. Sometimes joking around, but sometimes people being serious. And what yeah, just trying to not pay attention on that energy or those comments, and knowing what's facts about yourself and how you work on yourself every day, and just trying to be like, what, that person said these negative things about me. That's how he perceives me. That's on him, but I know how I am. And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you might have a really bad day and someone says something, wild to you, and it like, you're like, fuck, like, damn, like that shit hurt.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I mean, that's why I always try, to always be positive and to uplift people, like in a serious way, because since I go through it with my mentors, like you don't want to say something bad to someone, and that might be them being like, man, I know I wasn't shit, and it brings them more down. But to answer, just sometimes you gotta take it in the chin and just know that it ain't you, and you just gotta ignore it and just focus on what you're focused on.
Stay in your own lane.
Yeah, and don't go low. Take the high ground.
Yep.
That's hard. It's hard sometimes because you want to be like, what, f you, like, nah.
Yeah. Or I mean, I remember I used to have like those moments back in the day where um I would hit people with some low blows, like comments, because I
Yeah.
was like frustrated. But now that I look at it, and I would tell my younger self, is like, hey, like, ignore it, focus on you. But that just comes with time and being and that growing and being more mature.
No, exactly. I mean, if you do, sometimes I reflect on the toxic traits I used to have as a younger guy. Trying to find like something else to blame and not really pointing the finger at me. And these past, I don't know, 6, 5 years, I've I've learned to just reflect and you know point the finger at yourself and be like, hey, you're in this place because you chose to be here. What are you gonna do now?
Yeah.
I feel as we get older, I'm sure there's days where we have our toxic moments. I'm
Oh
sure
yeah, I think everybody does.
everyone does, but
Yeah.
as long as you're able to, self-reflect and see what you're doing wrong and be like, hey, you know what, I fucked up or I messed up,
Yeah.
then you're in the right path to growth.
And what's crazy? Like, I actually ran into that to Vic like a couple weeks ago, and
Don't it?
yeah, at Sports House, and he was like, "Damn, bro, now we're now the ones giving advice to the younger people." And
That's great.
I'm like, "Fuck!" Like, how when we were younger, like people would tell us some shit, and then we just wouldn't listen. We were just like, "Nah, like you're wrong." But now I see what they said, what they were telling us. I'm just like, "Damn!" Now we're the ones telling them, the younger people, what was told to us, and we're it's no lie, it's the truth.
And then since you bring up Don Vic, I saw today he posted, we're going to shout him out. I guess he's going to be on 840 Saturday, right? You see
Yeah,
that?
I think from
840,
9 to 2 or
9 to 2, go support our boy Don Vic,
yeah,
a friend of the channel. I'm happy for everything, the effort he does for his Don Vic and how far it's gotten now.
yeah,
That's crazy that he's gonna be there. At one of the most popular bars in Redwood City,
yep,
840, our very own. Um, everyone goes there.
yeah.
Everyone goes
Everybody, if you want to have a high school reunion, go to
right
840.
40. But yeah, support him. Go grab your taco, whatever he's doing, and grab some drinks, and I'm sure it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
All right. Do you? Yeah, I got another one. Or one of Tony's cousin or uncles, Christian. Maybe he didn't know your name was Jaime, but he's like, who is Jaime?
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Because I think on your post you said Jaime. Yeah,
Yeah. So Jaime Estanque,
it's me.
and so he is the co-host of the Tank and G show. He is the tank of this G show.
Yes, sir.
That is who Jaime is.
Yeah, yeah. Me, most people, if you know me, you might know me by my nickname. So it's rare when somebody knows me by my first.
I don't know if he meant it more as a joke or he legit
Yeah,
didn't know your name. So I'm not sure. So I'm
yeah.
putting that out there.
Yeah,
Jaime Estanque.
yeah,
2022, people are figuring that out.
yeah. Goddamn.
I believe you had one from Big Mike, right?
Yeah. He said, "When are y'all doing a reunion of the best Sequoia squad?"
And that is probably the 2010 team, right?
Yeah, that's a that was a good year.
Well, yeah, I remember a couple weeks ago you sent a bunch of photos, and I remember you sent that photo of that team.
Yeah,
And I was looking at the picture, I'm like, damn, we're all kids.
we were fucking kids, dog. Now everybody has kids. Like a lot of people that in that picture has kids.
Mm-hmm.
So it's crazy. That was like 11, 12 years ago, something like that.
12, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
12
So
years ago, I mean, we were the original Hot Boys. That's what they called us on the newspaper, the Bay Area Hot Boys.
damn,
Yeah, so
damn.
many memories
We
of
used to
that
get
team.
that shit cracking.
I'm sure everyone from Sequoia Soccer, those bus rides, man, those are the.
Oh man.
But you know
Oh
what
man.
sucks? When we were freshmen and sophomores, they were so the tradition was varsity sits in the front, freshman JV sits in the back.
Yeah.
So, the older people when we're younger, they would be waiting for us to come on the bus, and they would, it would be the what's it called? The what's it called when I'm blanking out? Like when the fraternity,
Oh,
not initiation, but hazing
init
you, the
hazing
hazing.
you. Yeah.
So the haze was they would hit us with like we would have to protect our, with our
Yeah.
backpack, but they would start hitting us, right? And then once we became varsity, I guess, the coaches were like, oh, we're not gonna do that anymore. And I was like, no, like I
I've
took
been
my pay, now it's their turn.
I've been waiting.
I've been waiting. And I remember we did it once and then I think Coach Larry got mad or something.
Sap
Because I remember
sucker.
Coach Julio, he didn't care.
Yeah. Coach Julio was dope.
Yeah. But no, I mean, yeah, I mean, if any of the Sequoia alum want to hop on, I know Big Mike. We gotta get Big Mike in this episode too, because
Yeah. He has some hot takes.
he a Jimmy G fan, so
Yeah.
that would be totally opposite from me.
Yeah.
But you know, any of the guys, I've seen them around, and it's always, man, that's something great about, I think sports and stuff that that we all share that bond with each other. We all see each other, and it's always like, man, how you been?
Yeah.
You know, then it's so good that everything's good with you and stuff like that. Like I feel like the years we play with Sequoia, everyone like everyone's pretty cool with each other, and
Eh,
everyone likes to see each other succeed.
yeah, and not even just with the Sequoia team, but even like people that I played we played against and I
True.
see them, they're like, "Oh shit, what's up, bro? I haven't seen you forever." Damn. Da, da, da. It's like, yeah, dog, last time I saw you is when we beat you guys. Well, obviously I don't say that, but it just comes to mind.
No, yeah. So definitely, I mean, I would be, yeah, that would, reminisce and all the stories, many stories, man. And yeah, that's weird. The other day I had a dream where, like my dream was like that, I was back in like going to practices and seeing the guys. And then I woke up and I was like, damn, I do miss, that, going to soccer practice and like just hanging out with the guys and playing soccer, practicing, and just doing dumb shit.
Yeah, like for example, on collab day, going to your house to play FIFA, and
Yeah.
then almost getting late, so I had to get like 8, 9 players in my little Honda Civic and fucking book it to the field to practice. Damn.
And that's how we would do it back then. Like that's like we would be like, oh, pues métete así.
Yeah, trunk. I had like everybody in the back because there was 3 people in the back, and then people would be
Yeah.
sitting on their lap, 2 people in the front. Oh
And then
man. but we made it.
Like, not bad, Marcial. Like you might have to walk it,
Yeah.
because. But no, I mean, definitely whenever. It's always open. All right, next question from our favorite Joara. Favorite SSU moment with Pata.
Oh shit, man. Oh man, those are difficult.
I feel like you might have more. So my 1 year, definitely that one time she came over, I think, to my dorm room, and I think it was when, remember, in my dorm, eventually I had basically two beds, like an
Yeah,
extra bed, because
yeah,
my roommate left, and I remember we were just like some. I remember something about the moon, right? Like the full moon.
oh yeah. They were like, oh, and it was like, okay, I remember. So it was a full moon. So then all of us decided to wear a black V-neck
There
shirt,
we go. There, the black V-neck,
a black
black
V-neck.
V-neck nights.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, we were still underage, and all we would do was drink in the dorms. So yeah, that night was. I think no, that was not the night. That night you carried me to your to your dorm because I was basically black, but I don't think it was that night. Um,
I don't know.
so
We did more stuff, but I remember that day because we drank Hennessy, and I was because she
oh
was, I
yeah,
think,
yeah, El Bobby Brackens.
and Bobby Brackett.
No, one of my favorites, and you were there too because shout out Ebar. Ebar was there too.
Bar.
Um, was it was when I don't know if you remember, but I had lived in a house with Ebar, and
I remember.
you were still there at Sonoma, and it was like I think it was might have been like the night where it was like the time was gonna change,
Mm.
and we had a bottle of Milagros, and we were sipping, and I remember like you and her were going like shot per shot per shot per shot, and I remember audio. I was already fucking gone, and then I we stopped for a second, and then you looked at me. He's like, bro, like how does she sip so fucking much? Se parece camea. Like she just goes and goes and goes. I was cracking up. I was just like, dog, I don't know, but she looked sober to me. Like fuck.
Yeah. No, she could drink. I remember. Yeah,
Yeah,
great memories, and yeah, it was fun. It was fun. She was like one of the boys,
yeah,
and you know, but yeah, that's the one that comes to my mind. Maybe she's like, oh, I can't believe you guys forgot about this night, but maybe I was blacked out and I don't remember.
yeah. Yeah, she most likely will say like, "What the fuck? You forgot about this moment." But yeah, there
But
was
hey,
just
congratulations! I know she's about to have a baby.
yeah. I think in June.
Congratulations to them.
Yeah,
But yeah, always a great time, and we'll see you soon.
yes, sir.
All right, I got a couple more. All right, this one is from the always funny Alejandro, aka Orchata. 10 dicks on the wall. How many will Tanque choke on?
Oh my god, I don't know.
First of all, how would the dicks get there?
Fucking Ale.
Prieto.
What a
Uh,
character.
may- maybe I don't know. I can't think of a number either.
I don't know because I don't know how that would happen. I don't know where that would happen,
You
and
know,
why would that happen to me?
yeah. I mean, I'm choking on the num. I mean, yeah. I mean, we'll leave that one up there.
Yeah.
All right, and then we got, like I said, one of the biggest Tank and G supporters, our boy Alberto. How could European soccer be more competitive?
Oh man. That's a good question. La Superliga? I don't know. I don't know.
I was thinking about this one when he posted it too, and I was like, that's a good question.
Yeah, because I mean, the thing about it, I like the champions, but it always comes down to like whoever has like the more money and better players are gonna make it past those later rounds, unless you're like Ajax that one year where it was all that young squad.
Atletico de
Um,
Madrid, those couple years too. That
yeah,
Madrid. I mean, they're not like a top spending team, but
yeah.
they're well coached. They're very defensive
Hmm.
and counterattacking.
Or I mean, another example, I mean they have money, but uh, they were very talented, like Chelsea. Like you didn't expect them to win, but they took it.
Yeah, I mean, we obviously we have money. I mean, we have money, and but just that team will. I felt they won it, and it's great for them. There's going to be more experience because now when they're in big games, they'll be like, "Yo, we've won this before."
Yeah,
Usually, those teams are those young teams that lose it, and they're like, "Oh, they're a couple years too early."
yeah.
Chelsea won, and they were just well coached. But I want to say, I mean, like you said, it just comes down to those top teams. The
Yeah,
Madrids, the Man Cities, Liverpool, Chelsea. So it was supposed to be PSG.
yeah.
You know,
Barca,
hopefully
because
Barca.
they're coming back. They're coming back.
But it just falls to having those quality players, well coached, the luck of the draw too, depending on who you draw. Because if you right away get drawn to one of those top teams, obviously one of them is gonna have to eliminate each
Yeah.
other. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know if there's a way to like they don't do that, right? Limit team spending. Like
No, but I think I might have read something wrong, but I think I read somewhere where they might make a cap space now. Um, so of how much you could have like spent, but I don't know. I
but
think
like
I
yeah.
think it would be good, but then it wouldn't because it kind of ruins like how I mean football is like and what I mean by football soccer is
Yeah.
I mean the top teams buy the best players.
And I mean, also just to get back at Alberto too, I mean, obviously the Champions League, I think it's pretty competitive. It's the most competitive like sports league that's out there. I mean, other
Yeah,
than the Premier League, like Champions League is basically the best teams going at it, and it gets popping knockout stages,
knockout stages.
and those are like the best, teams out there in the world. And maybe if Alberto means like maybe he wants different teams to show up there, well, like I said, they might have to be bought by rich owners, to get more competitive.
Either that or pues let the super league form. Because then you'd see like all these big ass teams go at it all the time, and you don't have to worry about the smaller teams, which sucks because sometimes the smaller teams are knock out the bigger teams.
And sometimes we don't take into consideration those smaller teams going that far. That money helps them too,
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, every time they make it to a later stage, they get more cash from.
because to a team like Real Madrid, Chelsea, PSG, it's great. I mean, more money, but to them, it doesn't really.
Yeah,
As compared to like I don't know, like the Ajax team that made it that far, they probably boosted up. They got a lot of money, and with that too, they got more money with the players they eventually sold as well.
yeah, that is very true.
But I mean, I feel like it's a Champions League is competitive. Also, maybe if he's talking about, maybe he's talking about like the different leagues. Maybe he's talking about like, for
Individual
example,
leagues,
in La Liga, it's
yeah,
always either Real,
Barca,
Atletico,
Atletico.
Barcelona. That I mean, it kind of sucks because like, yeah, it's whoever has the money in those leagues. That's why the Premier League I think is the best league in the world because
Yeah, the
any league.
last place team can beat the fucking first place team.
But those top 10 teams change every year. Like,
Yeah,
they're all fighting. They all could be, if they were in other leagues, like they would all be competitive. Maybe he's talking about the German league.
yeah,
Well, right now, Bayern is not doing so great, but Bayern's been dominating that league for 10 years.
yeah. It's been crazy.
PSG recently in France.
Yeah, también. Yeah, I think individual in those individual leagues, maybe they need to make that cap space, like or make hey like the top teams with the most money. You guys have this limited amount of money to buy players or whatever. But I don't know.
But hey, man, I think, as everything, in life is run by money, and those teams being good is what makes more money for everyone.
Yeah,
Everyone wants to see Real Madrid, Barca, those top teams. That's why we get subscriptions. That's why we buy TV and shit.
yeah,
So maybe to them it's not that important.
yeah.
But hopefully we answer your question, Alberto. If not, resend it to us, or maybe I can write you a 5 paragraph Schaefer essay on it.
Bien, bien, avid.
We see. Well, I'll put concrete details and stuff, and I'll remember to cite it.
Yeah.
All right, these next two questions, I think they're good questions as well. Shout out to my boy Pepis. He sent us some questions. So, first one: when life challenges you, what helps you stay motivated?
um, when life challenges me, um, what motivates me is I think the biggest thing for me is seeing like my what motivates me is obviously number one, my girl, my family, and my friends.
Mm-hmm.
If I know if I can make them proud,
Mm-hmm.
um, I, that's my motivation. Um, Making them proud.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, fuck, that's a good question. I never thought about that one before. Um, I don't know. Go back to you because I don't know.
Well, man, I feel like that. I feel that's what's amazing about life, right? I feel like we get challenged every day, and sometimes they're unexpected, and you're like, "Damn, why is this happening to me?" But I feel like with challenges comes strength and growth, and um, like for me, I mean, I've had many challenges over my life, dealing, mentally, mistakes, and I feel like, and I'm gonna be 100% honest. Sometimes those challenges they can really, knock you down, and you're like, damn, like I don't see myself, you know, overcoming this. Like I don't see a light at the end of the tunnel. But as I've learned, whenever you feel like that desperation and that you lose hope, something it always ends up working out, and it always makes. And then when you go back years later and look, man, that's why that happened. Because now look where I am right now. Like all
Yeah,
those struggles and those challenges is what made me stronger and what's made me the person that I am today. Without those struggles, maybe I wouldn't be this person. Even though the things that happened were like horrible, or they were tough, or they were like, man, I wish that never happened to me. I can look back and be like, you know what happened to me, and without that, maybe I would still be in that other path.
yeah. I mean, when for me, like, yeah. And so now I understand the question better. Hearing you, I think for me is I always try to conversate with the people that are close to me and be like, hey, like I'm going through this right now. Um, what do you think? I'm thinking of going about it this way,
Yeah.
and they give me their point of view, and I either take it or I don't. But most of the time, I take it and it works out for me, and I get through it. And I always remind myself that these challenges and
Mhm.
these hardships that I'm going through right now is it's always temporary.
Yeah.
Um, and it like all these hardships and it always has an end. It always has an end to it. So just keep on pushing, and you'll get out of it. So
Yeah, this question, I'll tie it to this quote from the hockey movie. One of my favorite quotes because I feel like it hits it on the nail. Life, it ain't no sunshine and rainbows. It's gonna beat you. It's a horrible place, but it doesn't matter how hard you hit. What matters is how hard you can get hit and still keep moving forward, because that's how winning is done. And I feel like that. That's exactly how life is.
yeah, I I, I agree. Where'd you get that quote from?
I said the Rocky movie.
The Rocky. Oh, okay.
So that movie is what I feel like cheesy, but it has so many life lessons,
Yeah.
and it's very motivating. Um, Next question, same from Pepe, is another good one. How do you take care of yourself emotionally, not physically, not socially?
Damn. Emotionally, see, this is crazy because I, to me, the same thing goes back to the previous question. Um, if I'm feeling down, if I'm feeling happy, if I'm feeling some type of way, good or bad, positive or negative, um, I always conversate with the people that I'm close to,
Mhm.
um, and obviously with myself. And I know if I'm in a good place, I know that rubs off onto the people that are around me.
Mhm.
If I'm in a bad place, I know that'll rub off as well.
Right.
So to me, I always try to stay happy, be happy, um, and if I gotta check myself, if I'm having a bad day, I always talk to my girl, hey, I'm having a fucking bad day, shitty day.
Mhm.
Um, things are not going well for me. Blah blah
Mhm.
blah. She gives me her opinion, and I try to move forward. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, for me, taking care of my emotions is literally expressing my emotions. Because for a long time, I'm, and still hard for me sometimes, but I still keep a lot of things to myself. So I keep a lot of emotions in, and when I keep it in, I notice that a little thing might trigger me, and everything comes out.
yeah,
And what I'm trying to learn and be better is just like expressing more of how I'm feeling. Like if I'm not feeling good, if I don't feel mentally there, just being like, hey, I don't feel so good right now. I just need some time to myself, or I just need to just refocus, recenter myself. So that goes into right now. I've been trying to do is more breathing exercises, trying to, like I said, meditate a little bit more and find that, happy spot, or not even happy spot, but just finding that center with myself to like accept what I'm feeling and telling myself it's okay to feel happy, sad, anxious, mad, if I want to cry, like that's all okay to do it and not being afraid to express it. And you know, my friends are amazing, like the group of guys that we always look out for each other. We're always open to conversate, to give each other tips, because sometimes I might give a good tip to one of my friends that they didn't see that they didn't like think about it, and then they'll also give me good tips too, and I'm like, I never thought about it that way. So that friends, my family, I can always go to them, and my girlfriend, she's great. She's always pushing me to express myself because she like knows when I'm off or something. She knows like, yo, what's going on, like let's talk about it.
yeah, it's crazy. Cause I used to be like that too. I used to be kind of like shut off from like expressing myself, saying, hey, today I feel happy, or today I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Or just kind of let everything bottle up, and little by little, from all these years being with my girl, she would always tell me, oh, you gotta express the way you fucking feel, because you know sooner or later everything that's bottled up is not always good, until once it comes all out.
Mhm.
um so I guess you always got to take care of your emotions and check yourself and make sure you're solid and you're good mentally and emotionally,
Yeah, and just take those steps. Seek help, read, exercise. Um,
yeah, because
uh,
both go hand in hand, the way you feel and your mental state.
mental state. I sometimes try to journal my thoughts too, so I write them down. Just there's many things you can do. Hopefully, we answer your question, Pepis, and I mean, that's what me and Jaime do to take care of the emotions. Um, And the good thing is, or the one thing I just want to say that's important is, if you're a guy, girl, it doesn't matter. If you're feeling some type of way, especially us guys, if we gotta be like, hey, right now I'm sad and I want to, cry, cry. You feel good
Yeah,
after it.
yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it. I mean,
Everybody feels.
yeah, definitely. Yeah. So yeah, Pepis, thank you. Those questions I think were very good. Everyone's questions
Yeah,
were good.
especially especially horchatas.
Especially horchatas. I mean, when still me, how many dicks? But then last, there's these are more like just comments. They're not questions.
Yeah.
They're from my girlfriend. She's like, "You and Jaime are doing a great job with the podcast. Keep up the hard work." And then she just giving us a reminder that we're amazing.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Well, thank you, Evelyn. We love you. I love you.
I haven't
And
met you yet, but we gotta set up that double date. You feel me?
yeah, everyone wants to set up that double thing. We're booked.
uh,
But no, she like I said, she definitely wants to be on.
yeah.
Like I said, she for anyone that's in the Concord area, Walnut Creek, she's a esthetician, so she does waxing. So she's probably one of the best around there. So shout out to Easy Aesthetics. Follow her on Instagram, and if you guys need, she takes care of my eyebrows. So now I
Damn.
do that too, and I need to
Well,
go because I'm growing my unibrow again.
yeah.
So I need to do that.
You gotta get cleaned up.
Gotta get cleaned up, but yeah, that wraps up all the question, guys, and I appreciate everyone that took the time to
Yeah.
send us
Same here.
questions. And and if you missed out on sending a question, maybe you were intimidated or you were nervous. Next time we do this, feel free. You can ask us anything. We're pretty open. And we like I said, I feel like these made us think. Some of the questions.
Yeah, because some questions that threw me off, I was just like, oh shit, I haven't, never really thought about it,
Hmm.
So I just kind of, yeah. So those were good.
Yeah, thank you guys. But yeah, let's. It's been a hectic couple days with the free agency, especially with us Niners. Jaime, what's going on? Why is Jimmy still here?
Bro, he needs to get the fuck out of here. But so I think so after like Rogers and Wilson and all these players got signed, I was like, all right, cool. Like here it comes. Colts. I thought Jimmy was going to Colts, but still up in the air. Now there's talks that he might go to Cleveland, and then with Brady back, and I don't know. At this point, just give us anything for him. We don't. I don't want him.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've been saying like I feel like some Niners fans overvalued his value. Like someone, okay, so me, I saw basically every game. I was there live. I see what he is, and I've been saying this the whole season. Like we haven't been winning because Jimmy has didn't take us to the NFC Championship to the Super Bowl. He's I'm not saying he's a horrible quarterback, like he's bad. He is okay. He will make he will keep you afloat. He will, everything has to be perfect for him. Run game, defense, options. Like if you put him in a team like the Jaguars, he would be horrible. Everything was well here in the Niners. And I feel like teams aren't dumb. Why would I trade for him when I can pick up Mitch Trubisky?
Yep.
I don't have to give up anything. What the Steelers did, because that was a place that they said Jimmy was going to go to. But they were like, you know what? We'll pay Mitch Trubisky for 2 years. We'll draft someone this year. We don't have to give up anything. The Colts, I this is what I heard from refreshing
Yeah.
Twitter, YouTube. The Niners were offered a second round pick for Jimmy,
They said
and they
no.
said that they wanted more.
Fuck.
That was the case. They're dumb. They should have take it in a heartbeat, like because you get what you paid for him, and you take away the 25 million.
Yeah, and I also heard that they were thinking of making like a trade with Derek Carr or something like that. Like Jimmy might end up at the Raiders, something like that too.
Yeah, I mean, there's many things.
But
Because the Colts, I guess they like Derek Carr, and they would trade for him. So then the Raiders, obviously McDaniel, he used to be a Patriots offensive
yeah,
coordinator, will take Jimmy. But I just feel like teams right now, they're like, why? So the thing also that Jimmy G Smart, look, his agent Smart, they postponed his surgery, so
yeah,
he became untradeable because he won't be ready till training camp
yeah,
with his surgery. And the reason I'm sure they did that is so the Niners could release him and he can go anywhere he wants.
yeah. I think it's gonna just come down to where what happens with Watson After Watson is off the table, I mean, who else is left?
Well,
Mariota?
Mariota. Why wouldn't you go for Mariota? You just pay him. You don't have to give
Yeah,
up anything, and he's younger. I mean, he is injury prone too, but he's fast.
yeah,
He can run, and that's the thing. The guy I listened to, he was like, Jimmy G is like that second option you got when you hit up someone at 2 a.m. Like,
yeah.
plans didn't go through. What you doing? That's what Jimmy G is to every team because like you said, first it was Aaron Rodgers. He went back to Green Bay. Then Russell Wilson, okay. And then, once Carson Wentz went to Washington, they were like, all right, Jimmy's the next guy. But then Deshaun Watson was like, oh, I didn't get criminally charged. So then everyone's talking about Deshaun Watson.
Yeah,
What happens if they release Matt Ryan? What happens if what we're hearing now, the reason why the Browns are in the market is because they might trade Baker. A team might choose Baker because he's younger,
yeah,
has no injuries, just a shoulder. So Jimmy's always going to be that second option for a team. Best case scenario for us, Browns get Deshaun Watson. Baker Mayfield gets traded somewhere. Now teams like the Saints, the Colts, and the Panthers are desperate. They're like, damn, we missed out on
yeah,
quarterbacks. All right, Niners, second and a third,
yeah.
and a player. But because of us doing that, let's go back to the free agency. We missed out on
Hella players.
because we have that money.
Yeah. I mean, like for example, shout out my source, Sammy. He sent me this morning that they had to restructure Kittle's and Armstead's contract to get some more to clear up some cap space.
Basically, to clear the cap space that we're gonna pay for Shadarius Ward. So
Yeah.
that's just so he can be on the team. We have no money to spend or to. I'm sure they could restructure. I'm sure the Niners are like, yeah, we're not keeping Jimmy. Like that's gonna be another 25 mil. But because of us trying to hold to get like a better value, we missed out on. The top corner was J.C. Jackson from the Patriots. Chargers got him.
Yeah.
Von Miller just signed with the Bills.
Hmm.
Chandler Jones went to the Raiders. So those were players
Um.
that because with us too, like
Oh yeah, DJ Jones.
we lost DJ Jones. We
We
could have. That's the guy I wanted to
we
stay.
lost Mostert.
Well, he was a free agent, but yeah. I mean, we could have signed him, but the one that hurt was DJ Jones
Yeah.
because we're gonna see like he was very underrated. He stops the run and he can rush the passer. And we could have signed him. We could have had him back because they're putting faith on Kinlaw, and I don't even know if he's gonna be ready to play.
Yeah.
But because I mean, from a week ago, what do you think? Do you think our team got better or worse?
As of right now, I think it's gotten worse because we haven't upgraded. Like if anything, we're losing people. I mean, even though they're free agents, but it's free agents that we could sign.
Right.
It's
Well,
like
even
I was telling Sammy, I was like, hey, bro, like Jimmy G's holding us back, like that how he holds us back in the postseason.
that's true. I mean, and I just feel like the Niners, they're just overthinking it too much, and they just don't want to feel like, man, everyone's gonna think we're dumb
Yeah,
if we give up Jimmy G for a fifth round pick. So what? We need the money. Like hey, for the second round pick, we invested in him. He took us to a Super Bowl, or with him, we went to a Super Bowl and NFC Championship, and he made us relevant again.
yeah,
Take the fifth round pick. In the fifth round, we always end up getting amazing players. George Kittle.
hmm,
But yeah, I mean, back to Shadavius Ward, solid corner. I think he's a little bit better than Mosley. That's going to be our starting corners: Ward, Mosley.
The only thing is, I'm kind of worried. He got smoked by Jamar Chase a couple
But that's the
times,
thing:
bro.
who didn't get smoked by Jamar
That's
Chase?
very true. But shit, we need somebody to cover fucking Cooper.
But after doing some research on him, he is actually a pretty good corner. He's good at pressing,
Yeah,
so we like to play more. Like give the players more space. He's more of a presser, so that might be good for us since our pass rush is good. The quarterback won't have a lot of time to throw,
yeah,
and he's big. He's 6'1", so I feel like the Niners like to have big corners. I think Emmanuel Mosley is like 6'2", 6'1".
damn,
It's gonna be solid,
yeah,
and any corner. And look at last year, horrible. I mean, Emmanuel Mosley was good, but Josh Norman was horrible. Ambry Thomas picked it up at the end, but still with those corners, we were never beaten that bad on big plays
that's
at the
true.
end because our whole defense is good. And but this the thing is because we have Ward and Tart, they will protect from getting us beat deep. But that's another thing. Tart, he's a free agent. If we lose him, as much as I like Hufanga, I feel like we should, get some Tyron Matthews out there, and Edmonds from the Steelers is out there, another big safety.
Yeah, it would be cool too. I mean, I don't know his position, but I was just watching some highlights. Wagner from Seattle.
But linebacker.
Yeah,
Yeah, I forgot to mention. Yeah, we forgot to mention. We didn't even mention. That's how irrelevant they are. The Seahawks now. I forgot. And I still, yeah. Hey, if you guys also, I forgot to mention at the beginning of the
but
episode. Some
I
serious.
haven't. I had texted Tony and I haven't heard back from him.
Yeah, I'm worried, guys. I haven't heard from Tony. He's still missing. If you guys have heard from him, seen him, please let me know. I'm trying to reach out to him. Thank you, guys. But yeah, dude. I mean, it's still early. Today technically is the first day of free agency
Yeah,
because they give them basically 2 days that you can tamper, which is Monday is when it really started, or I think Sunday is when it really started. But today's the official day that it's free agency. Another thing I was gonna bring up, I don't know if you saw on Twitter that the Deshaun Watson and the Niners they're interested in each other.
yeah.
Did you see that?
I saw that, but I mean, shit, you're giving up Trey Lance and probably a pick, and I don't know, cause like, what if something pops up again? Like, hey, like Watson has this shit going on now. Yeah,
And it's just crazy because there's nothing we can give up.
yeah.
Because the Texans can be like, we don't like Trey Lance. You have no picks. And then if they're like, all right, let us get Trey Lance, George Kittle.
Fuck no.
Then we lose a weapon for Deshaun Watson.
Yeah,
And then, um, but it is interesting because on the other side, if we did have Watson, we're instantly Super Bowl contenders.
yeah,
If we're able to figure out a way without giving up assets, just picks, and maybe that's the thing. You would have to give up someone big. I just don't see that happening. And I mean, because I know last year we were interested in Deshaun Watson.
yeah. I remember that.
Obviously, obviously, what happened with him, we went a different route. And it would just, I mean, also to think like, even if nothing happens, just hopefully Trey Lance, like we were saying a couple episodes ago, he's like, all right, like y'all don't believe in me. You know what? I'm gonna show y'all.
Here you go.
You know, but yeah, when I saw that one, I was like, man, like what are the Niners doing right now? Like,
Yeah,
but I feel like the Niners always do that. They're interested in everyone and they never do anything.
yeah.
They're like the guy that goes to the Lamborghini store just to be like, which one should I buy? And you know what? I'll think about it.
And then we end window shopping.
And there we go. Um, yeah, that we'll see what happens. I mean, there's a lot of holes to fill. Um, I feel like we just got to take care of O line. Like I said, we lost Tomlinson too. He went to the Jets, but we weren't gonna afford him. He was gonna be too expensive
Yeah,
either way. So they're gonna move Aaron Banks there. Hopefully, he's solid. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. What do you think about Russell to Denver?
dude. I mean, who's in? Yeah, who the hell's in Denver? Um, they weren't. They're not a great team, but I think he wasn't happy with Seattle no more, right?
Well, Denver. They got DJ Jones now. They got Randy Gregory from the Cowboys, and they had a good defense. They have a good run game. They just didn't have a quarterback, and now they have that. So Denver's gonna be good. The Chiefs are good. The Chargers, I feel, are really good
Oh
now.
yeah, with Khalil.
So the other team is the Raiders.
Yeah,
They're the one I feel, surprised they're gonna be last place in that division.
yeah.
But yeah, I feel like I've noticed all these teams are loading up. Like the AFC is crazy
Yeah,
stacked,
yeah,
which is good for us because over here is, well, now I mean it is Aaron, either it's going to be the Packers or
but
Tampa Bay and the Rams,
yeah,
and us if we can figure it out.
yeah. But we'll know closer to preseason because fuck, we haven't done shit.
Yeah, it's still early though. It's
Yeah,
still, I mean, you don't win the Super Bowl in free agency.
yeah.
There's still the draft. There's still a lot of things. But yeah,
But yeah, fuck. Well, that's crazy.
that is crazy.
I went over a little, but it's good. It's good. We needed to get this topic out.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, that's good.
but yeah, we just on the last one before we end this is man those two losses with PSG and Man U, man, like I think it's you're starting to see the decline of Ronaldo and Messi. I think obviously Ronaldo you build a team around him and he'll make shit happen. And with Manchester, like he doesn't have that. But there was a couple plays where I was like, "Fuck, bro! Like this isn't you. This isn't the Ronaldo from fucking Madrid, or even throwback Ronaldo." And I was just like, "Damn, you're slower." Like he tried to take on a defender and he lost it right away. I was just like, "Damn, dog!" Like even though he's still breaking records, but he's not the same player no more. And Messi, I feel like, bro, in my opinion, he's going downhill at an earlier age, and I'm like, why though? I don't understand it. Like most of the game with Madrid and against Madrid, he was walking around. He was just walking and walking and walking. I'm like, bro, like I don't understand. Modric is 37 and he's hustling up and down, up and down. I don't know. Maybe he's just not happy. PSG. I don't know. What do you think?
I think I just feel like I haven't watched any of Messi play. I heard he only has like two league goals or something, right?
Yeah,
Something like that. I just see someone that is not happy. Like I don't think football right now is his main priority.
yeah,
I think it's more of the branding of Messi. Maybe I've seen that. I feel like maybe he got to a point where he was, I did everything I could possibly do. Like
yeah,
I'm just gonna go grab this bag, maybe go to the MLS after, live in the US, and call it a day. I'm
yeah,
Messi. I'm the best ever. And what I've been seeing with Ronaldo is, yeah, I mean, he's older, but dude, like he's still an important player. Like he's still scoring goals.
yeah.
He's still focused on the sport of soccer. Like, he's not focused on, I feel, he went to a competitive league, the Premier League. Like,
Yeah, that's not a joke.
could have been like deuces, I'm out to the galaxy or something, but no, he's Man U too. And I feel like he's still hustling out there. He still wants to win.
Oh
And I
yeah,
feel that's
definitely,
the difference.
definitely, definitely.
That's the difference between them right now. Ronaldo still wants to win.
Yeah,
Maybe Messi, he's just like, I'm
over.
just gonna cruise. But
Yeah,
maybe this might be the spark. They're like, I'm Messi. Like,
yeah,
I'm gonna show these guys.
yeah. Because I'm telling you, like Ronaldo now, he's a true striker. He's not
Yeah.
that player that will take the ball and beat you 1v1. I mean, he
Hmm.
still has his moments, but shit, like from what I saw in this yesterday against Atletico, dude, I was like, what the fuck? Like I was frustrated. And then yeah, well, PSG, dude, they spent all that money, and I just think it kind of reminds you of that one year where Barca had all those stars. It was like Adinho, Messi, Deco, fucking who was it? Or even past that, even when Zlatan was there, like
Yeah, that
uh,
team.
that team, and they just couldn't click. And I think that's what happened with PSG. They can't click. It's just too many stars.
It's the coaching too. Right away, I mean, when they got Pochettino, I was like, he's not a good coach for that. Like, I feel like you need a strong coach, like obviously someone that knows his shit, but someone that be like, hey, like I'm the coach. You guys,
Like the
I feel like
special
he's
one.
more of like, what do you guys do? I mean, you guys are Neymar,
Yeah.
Messi.
Here, go play.
Go play. Here's the ball. Kick
Yeah.
it.
They need somebody like the special one.
Definitely. When you had that team, bro,
Fuck. He
you
doesn't.
know.
Yeah, he doesn't mess around.
But it's crazy. I mean, it's very disappointing, and it's like, well, now they lost Mbappe. He's definitely not
Yeah.
coming back.
Supposedly he's been signed since January 30th. So now they were gonna wait to announce it, but I read that they're gonna announce it at the end of the season out of respect for PSG.
Yeah, I blame Jimmy G for that too.
Yeah.
But no, I
These
mean,
gas prices, bro. It's all because of Jimmy G.
we got to. But now, I mean, back to PSG. Yeah, man, it's a fracaso. Like, you didn't sign all that to win the League One. Like, it's to win the Champions League.
Yeah, because they also got knocked out of La Copa de France or whatever it's called.
Now, they're not first place, right?
No, they're in first. I think they might be in first place, but yeah, yeah, that's the only cup they're in contention for, the league.
Yeah, man. I mean,
And also,
that.
I don't know if you heard, but the president, Khalifi or whatever his name is, I guess after the game against Madrid, he went down to the dressing room where the ref was, and he was like banging on the door, da da da, and somebody was filming him, and from Madrid, like one of the employees, he was telling somebody, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you," da da da, like he was pissed because I guess they thought it was I don't know if you saw the game, but Benzema he kind of just bodied Donnarumma, the goalie,
Mhm.
and then Vinicius got the ball, and then that they scored a goal. So they thought that was a foul, but I don't know.
But,
I think it was clean to me. I'm not saying that because I'm biased, but yeah,
right. But I heard that Donnarumma messed up on one of the goals, right?
yeah, that was it.
That one.
Yeah, that one. He should have cleared it, but he tried to like give a pass. I think I don't know who it was, if it was to Marquinhos or to Kimpembe or whatever his name is, but yeah, he messed up,
And they got your boy Killer in the bench chilling.
bro. He's unstoppable, dude. In Champions League, like you see his record, it's crazy.
He's the he's the he's the Jimmy G of the Champions League. No, but yeah, I mean, yes, that fracaso total,
Yeah.
honestly. And I'm sure, I mean, who knows what happens next year? Maybe Messi and Neymar are like, yo, Javi's back. We trying to slide.
Yeah, and I heard that obviously Messi wants to leave, but apparently like the owners of PSG they want to get rid of Neymar. And also Ramos wants to leave, but he hasn't even played a single game. I think he played like one or two.
Yeah, I heard he was actually going to Galaxy.
Oh shit! Wow, fuck it.
I saw that.
Oh yeah, you just get cashed out because he is old and he doesn't. He's injury prone, like hella bad.
No, yeah, yeah. We'll definitely see. But all right, Hyman, sign us out.
Cool. Hey, again, everybody who hit us up, thank y'all. We love the support, and hopefully we'll have another Q&A soon. And yeah, bro, thank you, and take care, Gio. I'll see you next week.
All right, y'all.
That's Mama Boy.